Okay, a couple things I want to point out. Am I overhyping Tulsi Gabbard? No. The fact of the matter is, you have to project what is good about a candidate if you want that candidate to win. I want Tulsi Gabbard to win. That's why I'm projecting what is good about her. Honestly, she doesn't have many negatives, okay? A couple of her negatives are things like she's working on a friendlier approach to border security, but she is working toward border security, a safe and secure border. Unlike every other candidate, okay, on the Democratic side. The other thing that people don't understand, they're thinking about politics in the United States as though the United States is still a pro-white country. The United States has not been a pro-white country since the 90s, okay? That's the truth, as far as the voting populace goes. Republican or Democratic Party have both been anti-white since then. The other thing is this. Again, Tulsi Gabbard is not anti-white. However, white America's last hope at reclaiming white America, or Americana as people put it, was Donald Trump actually delivering on the promises he's made. He has not delivered on any promises to white America. He never made promises directly to white America, but his voting base was white America, okay? The thing is, who has he delivered for? Well, he's moved an embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. I wonder who that was for. And he's releasing hordes of black criminals from prison into the public where they're going to offend again. Okay, so who has Donald Trump delivered for? Has he delivered for white America? For any white person to say that Donald Trump is our best hope after the things that Donald Trump has not delivered and has delivered to other groups of people instead of white people is idiotic. Okay, at best it's idiotic. At worst, it shows the degree of brainwashing by members of what was the alt-right, or whatever the hell that schism of teenagers that loved Donald Trump was about. My point is, Tulsi Gabbard, out of all of the candidates running in 2020, is the best candidate for the United States. What I think worries white people, especially white people that are deluded into thinking we still live in a white country, is that they don't want to come to terms with the fact that the United States has become a multicultural country, a severely multicultural country, and has been since the 90s. My neighborhood, which was majority white, still is majority white. But the thing is, there are enough non-whites, particularly Africans, okay? Doesn't take many of them to completely screw up the culture of the area, okay? That's the whole country, in retrospect. That's the Midwest now, okay? So the thing is, if white people really are worried about white people, they need to learn how to operate within a multicultural atmosphere. Did I ever say Tulsi Gabbard was white? No. Tulsi Gabbard is Samoan and white, okay? Samoan is the Samoans are a Polynesian people. The other thing is, was I a white nationalist when I supported Donald Trump? No. I'm worried about white people. I am. The problem is, most white people are not worried about white people. By the time I supported Donald Trump in the 2016 election, I had stopped being a white nationalist or a white supremacist or a white separatist or whatever the hell you want to call it for many, many, many years by that point. Okay? So the fact is, by the time 2016 hit, I was supporting Trump because I saw him as the best at reclaiming a white America. That does not make me a white nationalist. White America is America, but the problem is it's not America anymore. And people need to understand that. We no longer live in a white country. This is no longer WASP America. This is United Nations America. And that's what you need to recognize if you want the enclaves of white America to survive. You have to recognize that we're no longer, we might be the majority for now. I don't think we are, honestly, but we might be the majority now. But it's not going to be that way in a couple years. You need to work with building communication between other groups of people, such as Hispanics, such as Asians, things of that nature. And the problem with that is you have to start building this and showing what makes partnerships with Asians, what shows these Hispanics and Asians that working with whites is better than working with blacks, is better than working with other groups of people. Now this has nothing to do with Tulsi Gabbard. This has to do with common sense. Tulsi Gabbard is obviously not a white nationalist because she's not white, okay? And I personally don't feel she harbors any feelings towards any race, okay? My point is this. White nationalism is defunct. And it does not, the problem is most white nationalists cannot think clearly about how to go about moving forward. That's why the movement ended in the 90s, more or less, okay? And it's dead since the 2000s. Because what they want is not a possibility.